Hey, Dr. Lindsay and Wendy here today. Wendy's back from her assignment. She looks good and well rested. So we're doing a couple of videos today. This one's a kind of a spontaneous video. We had four people come.
Yep.
We had four people come in today that all had beaten into their head that they wanted FUE. And you can look at all of my videos. FUE is a great option, but probably not a great option for somebody who needs a lot of hair and who has thin, wispy donor hair. And so we took a picture of this guy that we saw just recently. Here he is. He's paid for an FUE at a reputable place. And I won't tell you how many that he says he's paid for, but I'll let you, the viewer, look and see how many grafts you think are on his head. We'll put an arrow pointing out a few. He's not happy with that, and I wouldn't be happy with that either. So let's look at his donor area. What do you think, Wendy?
Well, there's almost no depletion there. There's just a couple spaces.
Right. And so while we weren't there, there's a couple reasons this could happen. One is he's got kind of thin, fine hair. Did they avulse the root off and planted hairs without any root? Did they transect and plant hairs without roots? There's clearly a few hairs that are missing that were put up front. But it just begs the question, do something right the first time or don't do it at all. And so by and large, in my opinion, unless you need this buzz cut and you only need a little bit of hair, you ought to consider strip, or at least discuss the pros and cons with the doctor that you're visiting. And we show tons and tons of scars. I've posted at least 1,000 of our good scars, average scars, bad scars over the last 10 years. And by and large, if you need a lot of hair, like this fellow does, and you can grow your hair a half an inch long in the back, you ought to do strip, right?
Yes.
And the reason, Wendy, is why? Because there's no trauma to the roots, right?
There's no trauma to the root, and like you said, so like that patient that we were showing you the pictures, right? That was the similar hair loss that all of our four patients came today. They all wanted FUE. There was one that already had a scar strip, but he said, I don't want a scar anymore. And he had gone somewhere else, and I had talked to him before. I said, Dr. Lindsay, if you are a class 5, Dr. Lindsay will not recommend an FUE, but come and meet with him. We were able to change his mind. We showed him examples, so it takes us 45 minutes to educate him and change his mind. And then we're like...
And what was good about him was, I pulled up a picture of a guy that we repaired a few years ago. And he goes, that's my head.
And he went to the same place, too.
Same place. So...
But yeah, so we do FUEs, and we do this kind of examples to try to educate you, and we do repeatedly, because repeatedly we have this kind of patients that they come, they did the research, but they still want FUE.
Right, and if that's what you want, then as long as you understand the pros and cons, then we can talk about it. But make sure you're an informed patient or informed consumer, no matter where you go. If Wendy and I can help you, please give us a call. Thanks.